Hey y'all, it's Emily. Today's video I'm doing another one of my travel video series thingy, my bobbers. Yeah! Today I'm talking about South Dakota. One of the places you have got to go if you go to South Dakota is Mount Rushmore. And that's just because, I mean, it's one of the national landmarks, and it's so, like, everybody has heard of it pretty much, so it's one of those places where you really have got to go, and if you're ever like in the area, you've just got to go. When we went, it was a lot of fun, and it was actually a pretty good deal. Most of the attractions are really not very expensive. I mean, the food and the hotels are a little bit pricey, but the attractions are like really reasonable and not very expensive, and they're a lot of fun. So yeah, Mount Rushmore, we actually went twice because we went during the day, and then at night they were having like the lighting ceremony, which is when it starts getting dark, they like make lights and put lights on it so it's lit up at night and looks pretty. So that was fun to go see. Okay, so this isn't in South Dakota, it's in Wyoming, Devil's Tower, but it took us maybe an hour and a half-ish maybe to drive from our hotel from where we were staying in South Dakota over there and back. I mean, we did it within like half a day, maybe a little bit more, but it's pretty close, and so we went there. I mean, I know it's not like South Dakota, but it was in my South Dakota trip, so I'm just including it in this video. And it was actually really interesting to see it. So if you're ever able to go to that, then you should. Mitchell Corn Palace is on a different side, is on the opposite side than Mount Rushmore, but it was a really interesting place to go see because, I mean, it's a building and it's made out of corn. So it was a lot of fun. And I mean, it's a little bit of a touristy trap, but it's free and it's interesting. And I mean, it's cool to see once in your lifetime. I mean, it really is. So that was a lot of fun. 1800s town, or okay, I think it's called 1800s town. It might be 1880s town, but it was like this little town we passed when we were driving across the state. It was when I saw it, and then I was on the way, when we drove back across, we stopped there, and they actually had props from the movie Dances with Wolves with Kevin Costner. I believe it's Kevin Costner. And so that was really interesting to see. And like, I'm one of those people that like those old-fashioned towns and stuff like that. I mean, I could probably go to every single one in every single one they have, because they're really interesting, even though they all some people might think that they look the same, but I mean, it's still kind of interesting. The Cosmos Mystery Area, we were driving around the little town there, and I saw the sign for it, and I was like, oh, I wonder what that's about. So we were at the hotel, I looked it up, and it looked like this really cool, fun place to go, and so we went, and it's kind of like this little place in the woods, and there's a cabin and stuff, but there's like a scientific reason for why it's like this, but it's like the equilibrium is off, and so there's cool tricks. You'd be standing in the cabin, you'd be standing at an angle, and you felt like you were standing straight up, and so like everybody looked weird because, I mean, you felt like you were standing straight up, and then everybody's sitting there standing at an angle, and you're just like, what's going on here? So that was a very fun place to go see. So if you can, you should go see it. And I think there's a few more somewhere around the United States, so it's really fun to see. Laura Ingalls Wilder, there's a museum, well, there's like museum, a cemetery, there's a bunch of places in DeSmet, and my mom likes the Laura Ingalls Wilder books, and I read those when I was really little, like I think maybe first or second grade, I think, is when I started reading those, and I actually did a project on her when I was in 5th grade. But so it was actually really interesting to see like all of her museums and stuff, and I have been to every one of the houses and museums and stuff, except for the one in Wisconsin. So that was a pretty cool place to go see. Wall Drug. If you go, you probably have heard about this place. If you've heard, it's probably like the second most popular place in South Dakota, behind Mount Rushmore. But it's really touristy, but it's really cool. And it's actually, it's not like a drugstore, but it's, there's a mall, there's a whole bunch of stores, and then there's some restaurants, and, there's a, like the middle's like a courtyard, and then there's some fun little, like, stuff to do in there. Some of it's for kids, but I mean, they had a giant jackrabbit that I climbed on top. It's like a statue that I climbed on top of and acted like I was riding. So, I mean, how old was I? 19 or 20 when I went, and I still had one. I mean, yeah. So, yeah, it's touristy, but it's a little fun, and we saw signs for it like halfway across the state while we were driving, so we're like, we can't just not go there. Dinosaur Park. Dinosaur Park is basically a place that has huge, life-size stone statues of dinosaurs. And it's actually so cool to go there. And, like, I have a picture from one of them, and it's like, there's this, like, giant dinosaur, and I'm like, this little tiny person standing right next to its leg. It was so cool to see, and it was like, wow, this is what we deal with. Dinosaurs still lived here. That was really cool to see. I think that one is also free. So, I'm not sure, so don't quote me on it, and don't come after me if it's not free, but I think it is. And another place that we went to was Sturgis, and we did not go when it was the big old motorcycle rally thing that goes on. When we went, it was just a nice, sleepy little town. Another place, I actually didn't write this one down, but we didn't go to it, but they had I think it's called Custer's State Park, and it was just like a place you go drive around. We were gonna go, but then it cost like $20 or something for our car. So we're like, yeah, let's just not. But it was but that's another attraction, just because I know it's there is why I'm saying it. And we almost went to it, but it was, like I said, it was too expensive. And I think we did something else anyways. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you go to South Dakota, you find some interesting places, or you go to these places and find them as interesting as I did. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you want notified when I post more videos. My social media links are down there in the description. Today, okay, I do not know what that was. That was weird, but okay. I cannot speak today. It's not gonna go well. Dakota, who is that? Oh, sorry, I can see. Somebody just walked across my view in the window. Some stuffs. Okay. The fan is messing up my lights. Stop. I'm gonna turn this fan off. It doesn't stop messing with my stuff. South Carolina. I obviously really want to go to South Carolina, apparently. Okay. What? I do not know what word I was trying to say there, but it wasn't what I was supposed to say. Ooh. What is that part called? Crap. Des Moines? No, that's in Iowa. What the heck? Why do you keep walking around out there? Okay. Sorry, I have my window open for light, so probably shouldn't be looking at it. Okay. Can't remember the name of it right now, that's why I haven't said it. I guess I should go look it up. I did not prepare for this video at all, if you can't tell. Rolls uphill. It rolls uphill. Jeez, I sound country right there. Dinosaurs? Oh my gosh, I can't speak. I swear the bloopers are gonna be so funny. That's a lot of information, including a lot of bloopers. Ow. Oh, I scratched myself. Oh, jeez. Jeez, I cannot remember what I say at the end of my videos ever. Oh my gosh. Bye.